And if you thought that Tejasvi was doing a disservice by saying what he did, listen into what AIMIM MLA has said. He is resorting to fear-mongering over the Waqf reforms. He says if this law is made and implemented, we cannot imagine how many mosques will be locked down and bulldozers will raise graveyards. Pretty much on the lines of what Asaduddin Owaisi has been saying. But here is where he seems to have crossed yet another line. He says we don't want insurgency and civil war in this country.
मोदी इस मुल्क में मुसलमानों को चैन से जीना भी नहीं देना चाहते हैं और कब्रिस्तान में चैन से दफनाया जाए उसके लिए भी हालात वो खराब कर रहे हैं। अगर ये काला कानून बन गया तो न जाने कितनी मस्जिदों में ताले लगेंगे, खानकाहें वीरान होंगी और कब्रिस्तानों में बुल्डोजर चलेंगे। हम इस मुल्क में खाना जंगी नहीं चाहते हैं। ये नंगी तलवार है मुसलमानों के गर्दनों पर, ये नंगी तलवार है देश के संविधान पर, ये नंगी तलवार है हिंदुस्तान के सोशल फैब्रिक हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई के इत्तेहाद पर।
Sabyasachi, now civil war threat.
Well, that's right. See, Akhrul Imam, the MLA from AIMIM this time around, has crossed the limit and giving a threat of civil war. He says that if the Waqf bill is brought in by the central government, there's going to be a civil war. In fact, he also leveled allegation against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, stating that under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's regime, the Muslims are not being able to live peacefully, neither they are able to die in a peace. And the Waqf bill is kind of a sword on the Muslim neck. And this is the same person who 3 or 4 weeks back had called Aurangzeb as a noble leader. So this kind of remarks have been continuously coming in from Asaduddin Owaisi's political party. He himself has been trying to create the environment of fear by continuously giving statement that the Waqf bill is going to polarize and it is an assault on the constitution. So such remarks have been coming in from Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi himself and several of his party leaders time and again.
Right, and one need not forget that there is election that is due in this state later this year, and which is why AIMIM, that has also been trying to carve political niche for itself, is also partaking in this fear-mongering, perhaps trying to harvest some of those votes. Traditionally, JDU has been a leader when it comes to the minority vote here. 18% of voters in Bihar are Muslim. Listen in once again to that fear-mongering around a civil war being impending and also insurgency mentions.
मोदी इस मुल्क में मुसलमानों को चैन से जीना भी नहीं देना चाहते हैं और कब्रिस्तान में चैन से दफनाया जाए उसके लिए भी हालात वो खराब कर रहे हैं। अगर ये काला कानून बन गया तो न जाने कितनी मस्जिदों में ताले लगेंगे, खानकाहें वीरान होंगी और कब्रिस्तानों में बुल्डोजर चलेंगे। हम इस मुल्क में खाना जंगी नहीं चाहते हैं। ये नंगी तलवार है मुसलमानों के गर्दनों पर, ये नंगी तलवार है देश के संविधान पर, ये नंगी तलवार है हिंदुस्तान के सोशल फैब्रिक हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई के इत्तेहाद पर।
Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP is now on the broadcast with us. Shehzad, the reforms in the Waqf bill are about rich Muslims, bodies in the Waqf board that have occupied land versus the poor and the deprived section of the Muslims. So when Akhtarul Iman talks of a civil war, then war between who?
तेजस्वी यादव कि हम एक होंगे इंशाल्लाह हम जीतेंगे. Now you see MIM has upped the ante because there is a cap competition. Cap meaning competitive appeasement politics. So Congress backs AIM-PLB which says Shaheen Bagh bana denge. RJD makes a more ridiculous statement. Now AIMIM makes the most aggressive and explosive statement. Please ask this MLA. His leader Mr. Owaisi had said CA aayega, nagrikta chin jayegi. How many nagriktas have gone so far? Now they are replacing the CA law with Waqf law and saying Waqf aayega, masjid chin jayegi. Please ask this MLA what is the provision that will take away the masjid. And by the way, the Waqf amendments were only proposed by Muslims, by Aga Khani community, by the Dargahs, by the Pasmanda community, by various sections, including those who gave recommendations to Sachar Committee report, 9th JPC report of Rahman Khan. It's actually Muslim versus land grabber. It is not Muslim versus Hindu. It has nothing to do with Priya or Modi. It has everything to do with the Garib Muslim who should get the right on this property. But these people have grabbed the properties belonging to the poor Muslims and now they are creating this kind of situation क्योंकि दंगा भड़काना है, वक्त तो बहाना है.
All right, not just Danga Bhadkana. AIMIM is also looking at political stakes over here. Last time they contested 20 seats, they won on 5. And this time, just weeks ago, Asaduddin Owaisi said that we are going to perform even better. Perhaps this is a very well thought out political strategy for a party that claims to be the flag bearer of the rights of Muslims. Listen in once again to that objectionable, outrageous call and fear mongering around a civil war.
मोदी इस मुल्क में मुसलमानों को चैन से जीना भी नहीं देना चाहते हैं और कब्रिस्तान में चैन से दफनाया जाए उसके लिए भी हालात वो खराब कर रहे हैं। अगर ये काला कानून बन गया तो न जाने कितनी मस्जिदों में ताले लगेंगे, खानकाहें वीरान होंगी और कब्रिस्तानों में बुल्डोजर चलेंगे। हम इस मुल्क में खाना जंगी नहीं चाहते हैं। ये नंगी तलवार है मुसलमानों के गर्दनों पर, ये नंगी तलवार है देश के संविधान पर, ये नंगी तलवार है हिंदुस्तान के सोशल फैब्रिक हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई के इत्तेहाद पर।
Khana Jangi, that is the word that he's using, which translated means a civil war. We'll keep tracking developments on that front, taking a very quick break right now.